Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. How are you guys doing today? I'm your boy, Christian Israel, and you are tuned into Christ and Crypto podcast in the morning. But this section actually is called Long Sum, Short Sum. And this is the part of the podcast. The second part of the podcast is about 9:30 every Monday through Friday. This section launches off, and we jump into the markets from a technical analysis perspective, looking at the charts, trying to get a good idea based on Elliott analysis, Fibonacci analysis, on what direction these markets are going to go. This is not financial advice. This is strictly for educational purposes only. But if we can save some money or make some money together, that's why we're here. Of course, this is called Christ and Crypto because this show is surrounded by Christ. The center is Christ, and I love my God. So without further ado, let's jump in to some of the charts, shall we? Because I know that's what you guys want to do. And boy, have we had a crazy 24 hours. Not even crazy. Predicted. Very predicted, actually. And this is what we're looking at. So if you have not been here for the week or the last few months, what I focus on is parabolas, ranges, Fibonacci sequence, and Elliott waves to get a good idea. Now, the main targets that I use in my trades are things like the 4.414, the 0.5. These are different targets specifically that things go to. And we're going to start right now with yesterday or the last 3 weeks action. Okay? Into right now to see what we're doing, to see what this is. Now, I have some targets a little lower, but we're still swinging this because we don't know. So I'm going to point this out first. Let me do this. First thing I want to tell you guys is I really focus on the parabolas, okay? And that's this. And when we break a parabola, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points, and we break down, normally it comes back down to test where the parabola started. And in this case, it could be 2 different locations that we will be looking for. We'll be looking for 37.5 or 33 cents. Now, I said yesterday that the people who longed, and I know that doesn't look a lot, and the reason I pull out like this, because if you just look at the weekend and you zoom in real quick and you're like, oh man, there's been so much movement. I missed so much. Guys, this is what it looks like if you zoom in over the weekend. But if you zoom out, we're in a range. In fact, we are in a range that looks like that. And I'm going to continue this. There's our channel. Okay? This is a channel that we are currently in, and I'm actually going to go ahead and cheat real quick and give a parallel channel so you can get a good idea of what's looking there. Okay, so now that you see that, I'm not going to keep that there. I just want you to see that channel. Okay, now I'm going to take the trend lines away. And don't forget, what's going on, Rope-a-Dope? How you doing, brother? I need to get to what, AVAX for you today? Is that what we missed yesterday? We got Algo and Cardano yesterday. I think we need AVAX for you. I think I wrote that down somewhere. Now that we are looking here, okay, what we want to watch is I had my high here, right? My next high to my low to measure the movement of my Fibonacci. And this is where it goes. So we got our high here and our low here, right? So when we do that, I can delete this. You have our high and a low. Okay, not all the way up, but you want to catch the next high before it breaks down. You see higher, low, right? Higher, low. See here, lower, high, lower, high. So this is our area. So what you do is you take your regular Fibonacci, not the extension, right? Not the fib extension, but the fib retracement. Okay? And you go high, low. It's breaking down right now, so I'm going to probably go heavier here in a second. All right? So, we see here that my movement, I got to get this right. You can see here, it's a 1702, okay? Now, the 1702, got it? The 1702, which is this right here. When I get to this level, I'm looking at a rejection normally. If we go straight to here, like that wick, we normally reject to come to create a lower low of that movement. Okay, not all the time, but a lot. But then we look for confirmations. So after rejection there, we want to see the next level down, which is 1.414. On that next level down, do we have a rejection? The answer is yes. Now, we're going to take this and I'm going to show you a fib retracement. So our fib retracement, guys, high, low, and then there we have our next higher or lower high. Now, instead of the fib retracement, I'm going to use the trend-based fib extension. On that move, I'm going to go high, low, lower high, okay? Now I have measured the movement of what is happening here, and I'm going to zoom this on out so I can get a better idea. We know that that first movement here to here, right, with this as our base, okay, our base 0 here, that's our baseline, and this is our 1-to-1. We've rejected off the 1.702, the 1.414, now the 1.0. Then you see here a break of the 702. You see that? A break of the 0.5. And now we are currently under the 4.414. That's a whole walkthrough down that, okay? Now that I have shown you that, I'm going to come here and we're going to work our way the other way. We're rejecting to look at this, what did I say? The 1702 for a turnaround. For that, that would be here, right? If we come here, which also happens to back test right here. Hopefully this is helping you a little bit. That's 1702 is a back test into this area. Remember what I said yesterday. It always back tests. We always come back down. So if you miss a breakout, don't jump into it. Something I've really, really learned over the last 6 years as I trade. Like, I'm learning something every single day. And what I'm learning right now is controlling my emotions and being patient inside of trades. If you're patient inside of trades, it will pay off with your TA. And what you see here is the levels. So 1.702, give you a hint right now. If this bounces, okay, and we come down here, which we're heading to right now, another full penny, looks like full penny to the downside possibly. Okay, like a full penny to the downside. If we get there and this breaks, I'm going to put my money on at least these two areas. You got me? So, let me see something real quick. Checking something over here to my left side. Okay. So, from here, at least down to the 1702. Now, this 2.414, you look, it goes right into this area, testing our lows. And in reality, look at this. 3.414 is right on our low. The full extension would come down here to 30 cents. These are how now I have my levels of targets. Okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put an alert right here that it touches, okay? And that is the 1.702 downside break XRP. So here's something that you want to do. You can put alerts onto your trading view section, right? Put alerts on there. Therefore, you can walk away. You don't have to stare at the charts. The only time I really try to stare at the charts is for an entry, like really entry. Now, this is on the 2-hour, and so we're really breaking down one chart right now, okay? Breaking down one chart, specifically XRP, just to get a good idea, because I think this is the chart that I study the most, okay? So you got your 1702, which seems to be the next target, which is 38.5, okay? But first, we need confirmation that this is actually going to break. We've wicked below. And now what we could do is, let me see here. I do not have I don't drawings. Nope. I don't want to hide drawings anymore. Let's hide all. Okay. I would like to, you know what I really wish they had on here, which I know. Oh, there it is. They do have one. I've just never. Okay, so let's clean this up a little bit. You got our higher, lower, low, base, base, base. Actually, we don't need to clean this up. Are you guys following along okay? We don't need to clean that up because that's simple enough to know what we're looking for. Now, wave structure-wise, on this level, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why could this be done here? And I'll show you. We could be looking at two separate things here. Okay? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe a double tap to 5 here. I'd say that will give us a double tap and maybe even slightly lower. Now, here's the catch. And the fibs, right? Welcome to Learning Day. This is me teaching you today. Okay? In the fibs, when you break, you have your high or low here. If there's at any point in time under your 1 to 1 in your baseline, at any point in time, it breaks below here. Okay, so if this comes and breaks below here, that is a guarantee that it is going to break back below here once it bounces. Now, what I mean that is like bounce like right there, okay? Not a bounce down here, then come up, then come back down. That's not what I'm saying. Got it? I'm saying if this is your 1 to 1 and this is your 0 point and you have your Fibonacci lines like this, okay? And you got, so it's your line, so baseline, right? And you come up and you work your way up, down here. You even come up here, right? Break down, come here like this. But then you break just a little lower. See how that's just a little low? And it comes back here to the middle. When that happens, this is your short entry because we are coming at least to there. Okay? And as you can see, that's what we are waiting to look on right now. That is a level of what we want to see in XRP. Now, what targets do we see here when we go onto the 4 hour, right? Because the 4 hour is really what we just saw, that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if it works out. Here, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves up. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves down, right? And that would actually bring us back to the 4.414. Now, would that be a rejection at the 702 here? And this is where we have to pay attention. Here's your 702 rejection right here, this line right here. If this comes up here and rejects or doesn't even make it, which it doesn't look like it is, doesn't even make it up here, well, we're bound to go lower. Okay? This line right here, let me see if I can get it. Yep, okay. Right here is 50 cents. I'm not the 50% line. As you see it holding. Now, this is where we're important. It's a Friday. Looks like we might go lower. If this area, because it's testing back the 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, could this be 5? That technically could be 5. Okay? That could be 5. It went slightly lower than 3. That's all it needs to do. It also did not go on top and not break too much lower than wave 1 earlier. So this is something that we want to see. Again, as we focus on learning about fibs, we want to show you, right, these crucial points. To 1.414, when you see that hit, you're normally going to get a chance at the 1702 for a turnaround. Okay? You normally get a chance for that for a turnaround. And what does that show us here? That would be an exact, look at that. If that came here, 37, which is 38 cents, which guarantee, look at that, the 1702, 38 cents, back testing that perfectly, which also comes down to here. Our RSI is not the highest. It's actually pretty low. It's in bearish territory. So now that we've rolled down here, that's what we're looking for. And I just wanted to spend some time, guys, and give you a concept and idea and teach you a little bit this morning as crypto ranges. And as we zoom on back, we show you the fluence of that. Look at the 2.702 right there with the 3.702. I told you 702s are turnarounds. And what this happened, this turned it around. See that bounce? 1, 2, 3. Now the question is, and I think it solved it here, was this wave 4 to go up to wave 5? And the confirmation, if this true, is if we break below 37.5, we can delete that upward route and understand that for sure we're probably going to go 35 cents. Does that help you this morning? I hope it does. I hope that was able to kind of sort of explain a little bit. I know that was a lot, but I want to try to educate you guys on this channel instead of just give you calls. Again, if you want calls, we have a New Creation Capital Telegram group that you can join, or a crypto calls group, Christ and Crypto calls group. That's private. So if you want that, you got to reach out to me for that. Getting that up and running, trying to get a Discord going, and really just trying to educate you guys. That's it. Help you. That's kind of why the channel was started. So if you have any questions, please let me know. On Monday when we're back, we will dive into whatever you guys want and see what's going on over the weekend. Okay, make sure you follow along on Twitter. I'll probably be posting some Twitter updates. Let me see. I'll probably be posting some Twitter updates. And I'll show you that real quick. You can see this map right here. And look what I drew out yesterday. You can actually see. Okay. Oh, I can't zoom in. But you can see that this is what I drew out yesterday. To come down here to 38, fire back up to 40-ish, maybe 40 and a half, and then come down to 35.30. And what did we do? We came down here. We did not fire up to 30 and a half. We did. But we fired up just a little bit more to 40. The 1-to-1 back test, and then came down. So now we're going to see, again, this is what we want to see before we go heavy. Right there. Does this area hold? 38.8. If that area holds and we close above and we head back towards, this is done. But as long as we're under that, 35 cents to 30 cents is our target. Okay, guys? So I appreciate you so much. Please make sure you do that social media thing. I'm your boy Christian Israel, guys, and you are tuned into Long Sum, Short Sum. You know what it is. I'll see you guys soon. God bless. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Please make sure you like, subscribe, share this video, subscribe to this channel, and do the thing that people do on social media. At Twitter, at TikTok, you know, New Creation Capital. Let us know, guys. Thanks so much. I hope you guys have a great day. Later, guys.